Hey everybody, it's Drake here from Loosewire Productions, and welcome to Unaimed Games, the show where we play a completely random game and give you an in-depth look at it. And today we are playing Iron Snout. Now, I've got to start this review off by giving you the complete overview of this game, because once we hop into this game, I'm going to need 100% focus, because this game gets intense. I know some of you are laughing at me right now, because it looks so childish, but trust me, this is an intense game. It's not a game that you can be giving full commentary during, at all. So, what is the point of this game? Well, you're surviving wave after wave of wolves that want to come and kill you. You're completely stationary, but the whole point of the game is to perform different combos with the arrow keys. And this is where the game really shines. The controls are very simple and it's very easy to pick up, but it's really hard to master because there's so many different types of enemies that are throwing at you all the time. Each of the wolves seem to have their own occupation. You've got lumberjack wolves and construction wolves and ninja wolves. Well, I'm gonna call them ninja wolves, but really they have like this spear sword thing. I mean, it really just depends, and you have to handle each one differently. And I really like that aspect. Now, you get two modes. You get 1 HP mode and classic mode. And this is another point where the game really shines. This game was originally made for iOS, and many would count that as an issue, but I really enjoy how they've just accepted that fact. They've really harkened back to the days of Atari, vintage video games in general, with the controls being so simple, and also throwing in modes like 1 HP mode, which is really not necessary, but is a very vintage video game idea. Another really vintage video game idea is their beta local multiplayer they've got going on. Very simple local multiplayer. You're just kicking a beach ball back and forth, but nevertheless, it's quite compelling and quite fun. I'm not going to show that off here because it's in beta, and also we don't have a second person to play with. But again, it's a very, very Atari-esque feel. So, I'm going to hop in right here to classic mode and show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, again, still looks very simple. Oh, the blood has already started pouring, and we have murdered a couple wolves already. Oh, that knife went into that wolf's eye. This game takes violence very loosely, and I like that. I like how graphic the game is, but I just took that wolf's head off with an uppercut. That is something that just happened. And you just, I don't know, it's fun and frilly, but at the same time is so graphic. And I've never had a game take and display such kind of a different feel at this. It's two completely different feels at the exact same time, and I like that. I like that a lot. It reminds me of how I felt when I originally played Borderlands, with its cel-shaded feel, which is kind of like a very cartoony feel, but at the same time, all of the enemies are pouring out blood, and it's fascinating. It's fascinating. I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but the game is entirely free on iOS, and it's also free on Steam, and that's what I'm playing it on. I haven't actually played it on iOS, but I assume it's good because there's really no reason it shouldn't be. The game still feels like an iOS game, even on the computer, so I don't know. And it's also, obviously, very easy to play. Anyone with a PC of any sort could play this game. Not a whole lot of graphic options. So, a lot of fun, though. A lot of fun. I always like to play this game as if I'm in some kind of action movie, maybe like the Book of Eli or something, where there's just all this shit going on, and I'm trying to make my moves look as fluid as possible. That's my goal. Oh, see, we missed that one. Oh, I hate the guys who throw the butcher knives. Those are always the toughest ones for me. I was trying to get that axe from him. 50 is not bad. 50 is not bad. I think my high here is 92. We can jump in and show 1 HP mode to it. It's the same mode, you just have 1 health point. Oh, see, look, that's how simple, that's how quick this game is. Oh, it's such an Atari feel. I don't know how many of you have played the Atari, but those games, kids these days could not play those games. That's for sure. Let's take and kill these lumberjack guys here. Oh, I got one of their axes. Oh, it went right over his head. Oh, axe head. Got him. Let's see if we can impale someone on that branch up to the left there. I mean, you physically can't do it. It's just kind of hard. I always like doing that. You have to uppercut and then kick them. Oh, we barely got that one. And see, that knife was just in that wolf's eye, and then I punched it out of his head and threw it again. Oh, I could have grabbed that wolf's head right there. Oh, God, I knew he was going to get me. Oh, I like this game a lot. It's very addictive. It really does remind me of an iOS game, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, especially when it's completely free and it gives you all of this stuff for that wonderful price of free, and not even any of that crappy DLC bullshit. So I've gotta say, go pick this up, give it a try. It's a ton of fun, and it's really stupid fun, and as you guys know, I love stupid fun. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week.